First here at 6 o'clock, meteorologist Monty Montello is here with the first check of your weather on the Ones forecast. Just a soggy, rainy start to the week, Monty.
Yeah, but big difference from the...
The program is also open to military veterans. It defines a first-time homebuyer as anyone who hasn't owned a home in the last 3 years. If you would like additional information to see if you qualify, go to twcnews.com and do a search for first-time homebuyer. Ryan, there's a little golf tournament taking place in Charlotte this week.
That's this week?
It is.
Oh, this is going to be
Something
an
to
interesting
note.
sportscast. All right, folks.
And the people that are living in this apartment now will not be kicked out. They may have to move to a different apartment within the same building as the renovations go on.
Teams are far different in November than they will be in March.
Just enjoy the basketball.
Exactly. Got to enjoy a matchup like that early on.
All right, thank you, Mike. We'll have more news after the break. Construction begins on a controversial project to add toll lanes to a North Carolina interstate. Citywide curfew is underway in the city of Baltimore. It doesn't seem like everyone is in a hurry to get off the streets. You're looking live at a picture from Baltimore right now. These scores are likely higher than they will be next year because during this first year, the letter grades are based on a 15-point scale. So an A is anything above an 85.
Your Stanley Cup champions yet again.
Again. Chicago fans are spoiled.
They are.
But at least I guess it's on home ice for them. That's been a while.
It has been a while.
We've got a crowd waiting for the Pope to step off the plane. I heard them chanting earlier, "We love Francis. Yes, we do. We love Francis. How about you?" And we walk with Francis every day. Once the Pope gets off the plane, there aren't any formal remarks scheduled for today, but he does have a busy schedule, which I will run down for you. Less than 24 hours after Governor Pat McCrory committed to signing this new abortion bill, opponents say the 72-hour waiting period is a direct campaign promise violation. Governor McCrory says that's not true.
Due to my work and others' work, we did not add further restrictions to access.
McCrory says signing this abortion bill does not counter a statement he made during his campaign for governor that he would sign no further restrictions on abortion into law.
I followed that promise. In fact, if anything, I ensured that that bill was written so women would not be denied access.
They think they are doing right by women, but they are not.
Politicians are again inserting themselves between a woman and her doctor.
Mandatory delays do nothing to dissuade women from having abortions. They just make it harder to get them.
This group supporting women's rights gathered outside of the governor's office to express their disapproval.
As a physician, I provide my patients with the best and most comprehensive care possible. Our relationship is built on trust, privacy, and open communication. The provisions of this bill undermine that trust and privacy.
The governor says most people don't know it takes a phone call to start the clock on the 72 hours.
And I think when most people find that out, they go, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable process to go through.
It all comes down to differing definitions of access and restrictions.
The governor's trying to spin this the best way possible. He's trying to say, look, this is a health issue, and then, you know, the 72-hour window does start at a phone call, not with the first office visit. For people who wanted him to veto, they're not buying that spin.
Another controversial part of this bill requires doctors to send information, including ultrasounds, about abortions that are performed after 18 weeks to the State Department of Health. Opponents are concerned about how and what that information will be used for. In Raleigh, Sharon Stone, Time Warner Cable News.